We've arrived. We're at the World Equestrian Center, and we're here for the Wine and Food Festival. But tonight is bourbon, barbecue, and blues. We looked at the menu ahead of time, and it looks quite tasty, so I'm very excited. That looks really good. Hi, yes, please.
Guacamole?
Yes, please.
Lime?
Yes.
Cilantro?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Same?
Snapper taco. What did Diane find? Brick oven skillet cookie. A skillet cookie? What'd you get? The
Apple red pudding with bourbon sauce.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I like Lyle Van. They're hitting dessert first. Okay, I'm in line in the Whistle Pig bourbon booth, and Lyle tried one. He said it's good, so I'm gonna try it and see.
You have to try the
Single batch Whistle Pig is what I'm going for. And what do you think? Am I gonna like it? Definitely not gonna like it, but I'm gonna go anyway.
Here we go.
No, my trouble is I smell it first. Never smell it first. Oh no! That is poison.
Say that again.
Poison. That's poisonous.
This is a pulled pork with a hot vinegar slaw on top.
Exciting. I'm ready for this.
Those are so you, Lyle.
That's me,
They look
huh?
like Jack Nicholson.
I was going to say that.
Right?
Hey.
I was going to say
Yeah.
Gotta get that.
Here we go. Good.
You guys having a good time tonight?
Woo! Good thing I got a hat because it's raining. Caught in a squall. We're heading out. I got a cookie for the road.
Day 2.
Day 2 of the Food and Wine Festival was incredible.
Yeah, it was a sensory overload. My expectations were not just, it totally exceeded my expectations both days.
Yeah.
This World Equestrian Center, it's really over the top.
Yeah, so this is in Ocala, Florida. And it's just this massive equestrian center. It has this huge hotel attached.
The hotel looks like the White House, only
does.
bigger, and
Yeah.
it's really something else. But day 1 was the bourbon, blues, and barbecue. That was outdoors, and it was perfect. The weather was great until right when we were leaving.
Yeah.
It started raining, which I felt bad for the vendors because it
Yeah.
wasn't expected. Everyone got kind of wet, but we were done.
Mm-hmm.
Day 2 was indoors, and when I say indoors, this is like a massive building. It's like it was Expo Hall 2 or something. I think there's five of these halls, and each one's like 133,000 square feet. And there's no walls, there's no poles. It's just these massive walls, these huge beams. It's like football fields.
Yeah.
And it was just full of booths for day 2 was wine. They had a little bit of bourbon there still.
They had a beer garden
And a
too.
lot of food, everything from scallops to
Lamb gyros,
everything you think of.
barbecue.
But what really impressed me most about the event was that they don't oversell it.
Yeah.
So most of you can just, it's expensive. You buy your tickets for the whole thing, and once you pay for your tickets, everything inside it, that's all covered. But you can go up if you're tasting wine or bourbon or whatever. You don't get a lot, but you can go anywhere as many times as you want. In most places there was no line, or maybe if there was a popular thing, I don't think I've ever waited in line for more than a minute.
Yeah.
So really, really cool venue. But it wasn't just like cheap wine. There was high-end wine. There was Silver Oak, which if you know wine, that was, it's expensive stuff. So it was good wine. The food was
The food is more my area, and I'm going to tell you my favorite bite of the weekend was the salted caramel panna cotta, which I got on day 2 there. Oh man, I can't even describe to you how good that was.
It was good.
So good.
I'm not a dessert guy, but I was like,
I
wow.
may have had more than one, but less than 3. So
Was that the day they had the charcuterie board?
yeah,
I think they called it the world's largest.
it was like 30 feet long. It had so many wheels of different cheeses. It had prosciuttos. It had
When we say we had prosciutto, like there'd be a pile
yeah.
of prosciutto. It was over the top. They had a sushi bar on an ice sculpture, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was something that, you know, it was with friends coming to town from Oregon to go with us. You know, it was a big expense for us to do this. I didn't expect it to be like, oh, that was well worth it.
Mm-hmm.
It really was.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, and I actually went around and just got all the free swag. There's booth giving away socks, and they were doing keychains, tons of sunglasses. I got a Tito's scarf. I just went around and got all the goodies.
if you see me wearing Ray-Ban knockoffs that say Pendleton from Pendleton Whiskey on the side in the future videos, I might have got a pair of those or two.
Yeah, we did do that. And not only day 2 was it the food and wine, but it was also, they had this huge stage set up, and they were doing cooking demonstrations by celebrity chefs. So that was going on, a lot of educational stuff. The boys took a couple classes, a champagne class that was being held in the back. And then also a Burgundy tour, wine tour. That was a class held in the back you guys participated in. So a lot of educational stuff going on. And at the very end of the day, which this was super fun, all the proceeds from this event go back into the community, and they go back to the local school's culinary program. So I love that. And at the end of the day, up on the stage, they had 2 teams of high school kids led by a celebrity chef, and they had a mystery basket of ingredients, and they each had to come up with a dish. So kind of like Chopped, if you've seen that food show called Chopped, which we love. So that was really fun to watch, and you know, then there were a panel of judges, and it was just a really, really fantastic time.
I think we're going next year.
Yes. So also let's talk about day 3, because no video of that either, but lots of pictures. I'm going to leave you with the pictures at the end of this video. But
what's funny about day 3 was when our friends were coming from Oregon to go, they only had so much time in Florida. It was the first time here, and where do you take them? You want to get the Gulf Coast, the East Coast, Silver Springs, all these different things to go see. And we have a 3-day ticket. Mm-hmm. And we were thinking, well, maybe by the end of the second day we'll have seen enough, and we'll, instead of going to the Sunday brunch for day 3, we can go off and go to St. Augustine or whatever. Mm-hmm. It was like, no, we're going. Everyone was like, no, we're going back for day 3. It was that cool. Yeah,
so we get to the Sunday brunch, and it's held at the Stables restaurant. Saddles restaurant, which overlooks this huge arena. It's attached to the hotel. It's just a lush place to have a brunch. They had a Bloody Mary bar that was just out of this world. You could go along and skewer your own whatever you wanted. They had a million different cheeses, bacon, shrimp, vegetables, anything. And of course I hit that. That was the first thing I got.
Yeah, all the food was covered. They had different stations. I zoomed in on the deviled eggs.
Oh yeah, the deviled eggs.
And the tomahawk steak.
So good.
But they had chicken waffles. Whatever. I mean, that also had another huge charcuterie plate there.
Yeah. It was an incredible weekend, and you know, I'm not really a big drinker or a wine person, but I just loved the whole atmosphere, and like he said, it was not crowded at all, and I think
it wasn't pretentious, you know.
No, just a lot of fun. Yeah, so anyway, fantastic time. I'm gonna leave you with a bunch of photos that we took over the weekend, and we'll just catch you down the road. Carry on.
Thanks for watching.
And a very special thank you to our patrons for supporting our channel. Join us over on Patreon for extra videos and more content. Check out our website or Amazon for our pistol book. Carry on.
Carry on.